Well, because men claim they're supposed to be our protectors, but then why would all of those women be by femicide? Because they can't protect themselves, and so men are supposed to be protectors.
Why do women?
So who's calling on these men to be
if
protectors?
we want to talk about violence, then I'm like, and I think your framing is really bad faith. I can be uncharitable too, although like probably some people are going to agree with me. Like women are overwhelmingly killing their children in the womb.
True.
And you kill babies of any gender. Like what is it? 70 million a year abortions. Is it really men that are so violent? Like at least, when it comes to male violence, there's typically components of like, there's some beef or like gang violence or something. No, even though some of that stuff is like completely arbitrary and stupid, y'all are literally killing unborn children. So who's more monstrous? The men who are like involved in gang violence and like street beefs over like who can sell smack on the street corner, or women who are unaliving their really, really defenseless unborn children?
Right.
When
They
is the last
were
time you
complicit in
heard-
making.
When was the last time you heard about a female student at a university raping a man and then still getting to graduate?
Well, do you want to answer my question first?
Right.
No, I'm saying like you like to redirect the conversation, which I totally respect and I will follow.
You redirect. You're the one throwing out all these red herrings, but okay, let's hear your
What are
other
red herrings?
men
I'm
bad.
stating
Tell me
things that
the
are
next
actually
men
published
Tell me
online.
the
You can
next,
pull up.
Tell me the next men bad thing. Go ahead.
I'm not saying all men.
Okay, what percentage?
That's where
of
you're
men?
missing the point.
Okay, what's the university? What is it? Tell me the university example. Go ahead.
I'm just saying
No,
that
you said something about being able to walk at
when
graduation.
the
Tell me the
when
example.
the roles are reversed, men are going to stick up for other men and be like, "Oh, we're not going to take that from women." But then when it's happening to women, we're supposed to be submissive.
Dude, hold on, wait, hold on.
Women don't stand
hold
up
on.
for other women.
I can disprove that. First off, I do want to hear your example about the like being able to walk for graduation. In prison, where the population is made up entirely of criminals, there can be murderers in there. Murderers live among murderers, but if you go into general population in a prison and you're they call it chomo, if you're you touch women or you touch children or whatever it is,
Right.
you've got a fucking target on your back, and if you step foot in general population, you will be dead within 24 hours at the hands of the other inmates. So even criminal men who have questionable virtue, even they are going to literally kill, like vigilante justice will kill rapists, and they will kill people who touch children.
Yeah.
So this idea that men won't hold other men accountable, the justice system is very effective. And then in addition to that, there's extrajudicial punishment if these men do find themselves in prison and in a certain situation with an inmate. These guys got targets on their backs. Trust me. So this idea that there's a grape culture where it's accepted, or that there's like a culture where these crimes are the most abhorrent crimes ever, and trust me, most men would will gladly kill a PDF file. They'll gladly kill. Oops, shouldn't have said that. My bad. Whatever.
Yes, in the U.S., absolutely. But I mean, on a worldwide scale, no matter where we are, women are still going to be like at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to.
Wait. Oh my. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Can you tell me the walking at the? What was the example you gave?
There was a college, I don't even remember his name, but this was 4 years ago. This college athlete, it's just the example I'm giving you to portray what I'm talking about. He had raped her at a party on the university grounds, right? But because it was a party and they didn't want to say that, he actually did it because he was their star fucking athlete on this team. He got to walk on his graduation. He didn't do any jail time, and it basically just all was.
Did she
null
go
and
to the
void.
police?
Yes.
Okay.
She did the whole kit and everything.
So there was an accusation that was made. What evidence was presented that it actually occurred? Besides
because
just the
his
accusation.
DNA was found, and his defense attorney was arguing that, oh, well, because there was alcohol at the party, who's to know if she gave him consent or not?
Whoa,
Fair
hold on,
enough.
hold
Even
on.
though
Wait,
it
do
was
you think-
outside behind a trash
Hold on.
can and somebody found him doing it. But anyways,
Wait, are you talking about the?
he's a swimmer.
I think I know the case that you're talking about. The affluenza case? Is that what you're talking about? Or no, that was a DUI case, I think.
Yeah, no.
There's some kid, rich kid, who I think killed somebody in a DUI and got off really easily.
That sounds like.
But I mean, look, I don't know the specifics.
I mean,
I
just
don't-
on even like a smaller
I don't-
scale, like a way smaller scale. Like, let's say you went to Macy's, like she did yesterday, and you went to go shopping, and a guy came up to you and was like, "Hey, Brian, like, what's up? Like, watch your stuff, whatever." Like, are you thinking that he's gonna like flash his at you? Like,
But don't you think
no,
the
but
sexualization?
like that happens like to women.
Yeah, and that's
Women,
wrong.
if
Yeah,
you walk
that's
in a
wrong.
parking
Wrong.
garage as a woman and it's nighttime and there's a guy behind you, you get chills up your back. Do you
Yeah,
not?
so do I. Cool. Men are victims of violent crime. I don't know if you guys know this. Men get jumped. Men get robbed.
Right.
I've been the victim of a violent crime. So this idea that men can just they blithely just walk through the world without a care in the no cares, and they just can walk at night without feeling unsafe. I've been walking in situations where I felt unsafe.
Right.
Would you go on a hike alone?
Depends on where.
Sure. Yeah, women go on hikes alone too. I mean.
Yeah, there's 3 of
I
them
would
that got
never.
unalived in Phoenix.
never-
Okay, bad thing happened to woman. But you mentioned that there was DNA for this example that you provided.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So if somebody's had a consensual sexual encounter, is it plausible that they're gonna find the other person's DNA on them?
So you're assuming it's consensual.
I'm innocence until proven guilty. Do you disagree with innocence until proven guilty?
You're saying that when she claimed that
I
this
don't- hold on.
happened, that it was consensual.
Hold on. I don't know the specific case you're referencing. You just gave me a vague thing where it sounds like there was a police investigation. They made some determination that there wasn't enough evidence or something to proceed. If that is actually the case, don't you believe in innocent until proven guilty?
I do,
Doesn't sound like it.
but what I'm saying is when things like that happen, it's just common and it's water under the bridge, and
Okay, it's not just water under the bridge.
But
Men's
see-
lives get ruined, and even just based off a dubious accusation, but
not really. We have one in office right now.
What did he do?
dubious.
What do you mean?
Did he grab him by the pussy? What did
Exactly.
Well,
Like,
I think. Hold on, hold on.
Can you
No,
imagine?
It's
can
literally
you
a
imagine
completely.
if somebody
hold on.
else had said that?
It's a totally
woman said
dubious. I don't know if you investigated the accusations against Trump. Extremely dubious.
Accusations.
shit-
There's a voice recording. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Are you talking about the civil case that he had?
I'm talking about from his first
Hold on.
election,
We
that
can come
recording
to
that
Trump.
came out where
we
he
can come
says,
to Trump, but first, I want to ask though, if they find DNA, does that mean that a crime occurred? Because I've had unprotected sex with my girlfriend, and if she went and got a DNA test, they would find DNA of me.
But they were not dating. She did not know him, and it was a party with a bunch of other people.
Is
And
it plausible that they had a consensual sexual encounter?
Is it plausible? I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not
What
a
did he say
possibility.
happened?
He's saying that she got too drunk and she can't remember that she said no. But when the guy found him
So they
outside,
went to a college party and they hooked up?
no, they didn't. She showed up and he was one of the guests there.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
If
but you
both
can't give
people,
consent if you're intoxicated. That's like
Yeah,
when
that's
you're,
also
when you're
a
past
point.
the point of certain intoxication.
if you're incapacitated, but if you've had a beer, is that great?
No, this girl was passed out in the
Well, yeah,
like,
that's
next to
wrong.
trash cans.
Well, that's
like,
Yeah, that's the case I'm talking about. And
okay.
a guy,
Thank
a
you
guy
for
is
the new
one
detail
that
that you didn't previously
But I said a guy,
present to me.
a guy.
Yes, if you have sex with a woman who's passed out, that's great.
I said that they were
But if you-
outside by the
if you
trash.
both
This
had,
guy
like, 2 or
found
3
him on top
shots-
of her.
If you both had 2 or 3 shots, wait, let me ask you guys a question. If the guy is more drunk than the woman, is she a rapist?
If he didn't give consent, yeah, I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, it definitely is
That's
both.
about women. If you can't consent, it's grape.
But, okay, I'm trying to understand this because there are narratives out there that if you've had any level of alcohol consumption, you no longer can consent. So where is the threshold? Where is the actual line?
If you're not coherent, you can't like answer a yes or no question. Like, and if you're, I don't know, I feel like the line is clear, and you should know before you get drunk. Like, it shouldn't be if I was hooking up with someone and they got drunk and they said yes, I probably wouldn't even hook up with them then. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that you should give permission beforehand. Or not hook up with someone who's blackout drunk or drunk at all, because then that's where the line.
Well, what responsibilities on women for getting blackout drunk and going to situations in which that's
See, that's
possible?
where
Oh my
that's
Such a gray
God.
area.
saying that
It's
is
such a
like-
gray area. It's like we're just gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, it's just a gray area, honestly.
Wait, so what was your say that again? What did you say?
I said, what's the responsibility on women getting trashed and getting
And-
drunk in environments where that stuff can happen?
Exactly. So in what regard? Like, what are you saying?
I mean, if you go out and you just have a drink or two and you still have your senses about you, I mean, the likelihood of something like that happening is going to be much less.
But I think at that point, if it does happen to them, it's not like about the woman, like if she was responsible enough or not, and she shouldn't have gone blackout drunk. Like, that shouldn't have happened in general. Like that shouldn't even be a question in that scenario, in my opinion. Like, if she was responsible.
If
or
a
not.
woman got drunk, but she was not incapacitated, as almost any girl who's ever been to college ever has done, and then she regrets it the next day,
That's not
is that
rape.
rape?
No.
No.
But that's not what. Why are you
No.
making that face? That's not.
But that
And I
happens.
see what you're saying.
That
but
happens with everything.
A lot.
Yes,
and I
it
see what
does.
you're saying. That does happen a lot. Girls will say that, and that's why girls don't have as much credibility
Yes.
about when they say. That's why people don't believe girls as much, because those situations happen, and then these guys' lives are ruined over a situation where they thought it was completely consensual, and that's why it's a gray area. But yes, guys' lives will be ruined, and that's why girls' credibility is just like completely gone to shit when it comes to grape, and that is just something that will forever be the case, and it's never going to change.
I just want, for the next generation, like, I want both women and men to feel like they're safe, they're respected by the other gender, and that, like, they don't have to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't even walk to my car at night without, being at risk of something happening. And I don't think that's an unfair ask, so.
Touchy subject.
I know, but it's because
I'm glad we got into all
Look,
but you
I
guys are
get it.
men. You'll never
Look.
be in our shoes, so you
Oh
won't
my
see
God.
the
you
perspective.
have, okay, hold on. Women, okay, there's all these stories of like female teachers taking advantage of their like junior high school students,
Every
elementary
week.
school students. This is a super common occurrence. It's not like it's downplayed to quite an extent. I personally think it's abhorrent. Whereas like if it's a male teacher, female student, that's just major deal. It's looked at through a completely different lens. Men are victimized too. It's just, I don't know. It's kind
And their
of
sentences are worse. I mean, recently I've been following, there's been a handful. I mean, every week you can find a news article about a female teacher sleeping with her students. And it's becoming more and more common. I mean, just go do a Google search. You'll find tons and tons of articles, and then do it based on dates, and you'll see how frequently this is. And then you look at the sentencing in regards to them versus if a adult male did that with the same aged female, the sentencing is way different. And they're punished much harder.
And it should be the same.
It should be the same.
That's like more with the courts, like not like what she's saying.
But
like,
it's just a cultural disposition that we have that needs to change in regards to how these dynamics work.